already covered part 6, part 5 of light refraction. Now, in part 5 we have already discussed about the rules. Now let us move towards image formation using convex lens. That is activity number 10.12 in your book NCERT. Okay, in which they have asked for the different type of position of object, and for that we have to draw the image. Okay, so let us move, as we have already done such type of thing with the mirror, in which we have taken the concave mirror 6 cases. This time we are having convex lens, and again we are going to put all those positions, or we are going to cover all those positions for the objects which we have already covered. Okay, so at the very first, okay, which the first point, that is position of, or this is the case 1. Okay, case 1. In this case 1 we are going to put object at infinity, which we have already done in first activity of this chapter. Okay, now position of object is at infinity. If object is at infinity, then I may put object like this. Okay, it should cover the lens. Okay, it should not exceed, because we have to draw the diagram. Just below the principal axis the object will be dashed, although it will not be below the principal axis, because as it is at the infinity, that's why we are going to take it as a bigger. Okay, now so when, let us apply rule number 1. Rule number 1 says what? When a light parallel to the principal axis, okay, if a light which is coming parallel to the principal axis, just, okay, it is incidenting over this. Okay, light parallel to the principal axis, put the arrow, okay, just after reflection. Okay, now let us take both the corners of this. Say this is A and this is B. So again from B also we have to put the similar one. Okay, now as I have already requested from you that you have to leave this much portion. Okay, because from these are the sharp corners of this particular lens. Okay, now so two rays which are coming, okay, just after refraction, rule number 1 says what? They will pass through the focus. They will pass through the focus on another side. Okay, so this is one side. Okay, that is the right side. Okay, as we have already done that, this is going to be the left side. Yes, in which we will always put our object. This is going to be the right side. Remember. Okay, so this will be what? C1 F1 F2 C2. Okay, now this is nothing but what? The intersection point of two refracted ray. It's an intersection point of two refracted ray. That's why this is going to be the position of image. Okay, position of image. So position of image will be what? 8 focus 2. 8 focus 2. Okay, and then size of image will be what? Relative size of image will be what? Point size. That is what? Point size. As actually the rays are meeting, so we may say that the image will be real. Yes, and as we already discussed, the image which will be real, that will always be what? Inverted. That will always be what? Inverted. Okay, so this is going to be the case 1, in which the light ray, which was, sorry, the object was at infinity, we got the image at f2. Okay, this is nothing but a magnifying glass, and we are forming the image of sun. So we have already done this particular practically, we should not do it. Okay, now size of image will be point size. Okay, and that will be the real and inverted. Okay, so this was the position number 1 for the object. Okay, let us move to the next one. Okay, you have to draw the another diagram for this second one. I am going to do it in this one a little bit manipulation with the manipulation. Okay, now so the second one, the position for case 2. This is going to be the case 2, in case 2, yes, let me redraw this a little bit. Yes, case number 2, in which we are going to put our object just beyond C. Object is going to be just beyond C. Just beyond C means what, sir? This was F2. Okay. Just beyond C means just at the back, just nearby C1. Okay. Now remember, as it is calculated one, okay, is so here is also one trick that OF1, F1 C1, OF2, F2 C2, this particular distance that should be 2.75 or 2.7 centimeter only. Okay, in that particular case you will get the exact diagram. Okay, now so object just beyond C, when object is beyond C, okay, so the object will be like this. Yes, okay. Now okay, say this is the A portion and this is the B portion. Okay, now this is the head and this is the bottom. Okay, now again let us apply rule number 1. Rule number 1 says, okay, now rule number 1, listen carefully. When a light ray which is parallel to the principal axis, okay, incident over the lens, okay, now this particular ray started from A, okay, that's why just after refraction parallel, so just after refraction it will pass through the focus, it will pass through the focus. Okay, now second one, okay, second one, or rule, next rule we may say rule number 3, very simple. Okay, light which moves from the optical center will move straight. Okay, so light ray which is moving towards optical center, it will what, it will simply move straight. Okay, so if you will calculate, or if you will draw a measured diagram, then you will see that this image, okay, this image or these two lines, these two refracted lines will cut between F2 and C2. Okay, so your image of that particular object will be formed here between F2 and C2. Okay, and arrow will be what, upside down. Okay, upright, that upright should be down here. So this will be what, this is going to be the A dash and this is going to be the B dash. Okay, now position of object is what, position of object is what, beyond C1, position of image between F2 and C2, between F2 and C2. Size of image, yes, size of image will be what, that will be diminished, diminished or smaller than the object. Okay, and nature of the image will be what, real and inverted, real and inverted, very simple. Yes, got it. Rule number 1, rule number 3, yes, and a little bit, yes, see, when you will draw them according to the proper measurement, you will see that the ray, this image will be between F2 and C2. So this was case number 2. Let us move to case number 3, in which the object is going to be, or the object will be placed over C1. Yes, so position of object is at C1. Okay, so let us see what happens. this particular point is point O, distance this is F1, this is C1, equal distance this is F2, this is C2. Okay, now position of object is at C1. Okay, as I have already told you that you should take object height as 2 lines of your ruled page. Okay, and which will be named as A and B. Okay, now when it is at center, then you will see when a light incident over the lens, okay, that is parallel to the principal axis, just after the reflection it will pass through the focus. And rule number 3 or rule number 2, you may apply rule number 2. Let us apply rule number 2. In rule number 2, what we used to have, a line parallel, when a light ray passes through the focus just after refraction, it will be, or just after reflection it will be parallel to the principal axis. Okay, so this is going to be the second one. Yes, and just after that it will meet at the center. Yes, this is the center 2. Okay, when the object is at center 1, then you will see the image will be formed at center 2. Okay, and then as this was A, so this is going to be the A dash. Okay, see, remember the image will always be with the dash line. Okay, so this is going to be the A dash, this is going to be the B dash. Okay, now we may see here, very simple, we may see position of image will be at C2. Okay, size of image will be what? Relative size of image will be what? Same size. Okay, and nature of the image, that will be what? Real and inverted. Okay, so this is going to be the case number 3, point number 3, when the object is at C1. Okay, so you may draw this very simple diagram. Okay, let us move to next one. When the object is between C1 and F1. Okay, so let me rub this portion, this one and this one. Okay, so let us redraw this one. When the position of image object is at C1, you have to follow all the rules to draw the diagram. Okay, here I do not have any type of scale. Okay, so this is just an approximate diagram, but yes, you should be with the exact one so that you may have a proper diagram. This is F1, almost a distance. That distance is what? This is C1. Okay, equal distance is F2 and equal distance is C2. Okay, now this time the object is between, case number 4. Case number 4. In case number 4, the object is between C1 and F1. Between C1 and F1. Okay, so when object is between C1 and F1, the object will be like this. Okay, now again rule number 1 says when the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, just after refraction it will pass through the focus. Very simple. Okay, another ray, okay, which I am going to draw with the black pen. Okay, when a light or any rule you may apply. Okay, if you want to apply third rule, you may apply. If you want to apply second rule, you may apply. Okay, so let us draw the third rule. Okay, in third rule, the light ray which is moving or which is passing through the optical center, it will be straight enough. Okay, so we used to see that they will meet just beyond C2. Just beyond C2 they are going to meet. Okay, so if we draw the image, then image, if we draw the image, then image will be like this. Okay, now so this is going to be what? Upright down. Okay, this is okay. Now as we have already discussed that this will be with the dash line. Okay, if the name of object is AB, A is upright portion. Okay, so this will be what? Image name will be A dash, B dash. Okay, so the position of image will be beyond C2. Size of image will be small, bigger. Yes, that will be the bigger than object. Yes, or enlarged. Nature of the image, that will be what? Real and inverted. Real and inverted. Very simple diagram. Yes. So this was case number 4. This was case number 4. Okay. Should I rub this? Okay. Now next one. When the object is placed, right? Very simple, and this is quite amazing one. Okay. So this is going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then fifth case. This is going to be the fifth case. When the object is at F1. Object is at F1. Okay. So let me draw the diagram here so that it will be quite clear this time. Okay. And this is going to be the normal. No need of drawing normal. Okay. For me, okay, you should draw. Let me draw a rough sketch. Got it. Almost okay. No problem. Okay. Then this is the point O. This is going to be the point F1. This is going to be the point C1. Okay. Almost equal distance. Okay. Every time we are going to see this. Okay. So this is OF1, F1, C1. Okay, F1O, OF2, and this is what? OF2. So this will be F2C2, F2C2. Okay, so this time the object we are going to place is over F1, So and object name is AB. Let us apply rule number 1. Rule number 1 says what? When the object which is incident ray parallel to the principal axis, just after refraction it will pass through the focus. Very simple. And let us apply rule number 3. Rule number 3 says what? Light which is passing through the optical center will move straight. Okay, so we used to see that both these refracted rays, these are parallel one. Both these reflected rays are parallel one. Okay, so will they meet? No, they will not meet. Or we may say that they will meet at infinity. At infinity, we don't know where is infinity, so they, for us, they will never meet. Okay, so these are what? Parallel rays. These are what? Parallel rays. So position of image will be at infinity. You may see that this is the case which is just a reverse of case number 1. In the reverse, the position of object was at infinity, so position of image was at f1. This time the position of object is at f1, so the position of image is at infinity. Okay, the size of image will be what? Highly enlarged. Highly enlarged. Yes, means too big. Nature of image will be what? Real and inverted. Real and inverted. Very simple. Okay, so this was the case number 5th. Next, case number 6th, which is going to be the last case. Okay, this time this is the different one from the rest of the 5. Okay, in this one the object will be placed between f1 and c1, f1 and o, or between o and f1. Okay, let us draw the diagram. Okay, almost okay, no problem. So this time we don't have any work with c1, so this is o, this is f1, and equal distance, this is c1. Okay, the equal distance f2 and equal distance c2. Remember, these distances, they should always be equal one. Now let us put the object between o1 and between o and f. Okay, so the position of object is, say, this. Okay, now the name is a and this is going to be the b1. Okay, so let us apply rule number 1. Rule number 1 says light which is parallel to the principal axis, just after refraction it will pass through the focus. Okay, yes, very simple. Now second one, a light ray which is passing through the optical center will move straight. Yes, now this time they are not going to meet anywhere. Okay, this will move to this and this will move to this side. Okay, so they are not going to meet anywhere. Okay, but yes, if we talk about the real, then the virtual will always be existed. Yes. Okay, so this time we are going to extend these rays at the back. Okay, when we extend these rays at the back side, then we used to see this is the incident ray with rule number 1, and this is going to be the incident ray rule with rule number 2. Okay, now irrespective of any distance from optical center towards this, we should see the point of intersection. Okay, and this is going to be the point A. Yes. Okay, now draw, just take a projection from this particular point over the principal axis. Okay, so this is going to be the straight. Yes. Okay. See, listen carefully. This is coincidence that it is coming over the C1 irrespective of any place. Okay, irrespective of any place, it may be anywhere. Okay, so this is going to be the mid dash line. So this is going to be the A dash and B dash. Okay, now position of image, same side of object. Yes, here we are not going to specify the position. Just write same side of the object, same side of the object. Size of image, that will be the enlarged. Yes, and nature of image will be what? Virtual. This time nature is what? Virtual, and Those which are virtual, that will be what? Erect. Yes, virtual and erect. Okay. So these were all 6 cases of convex lens which we have covered here. Okay. In next video we will see in part 7 we will see the image formation using concave lens. Thank you.